Hello, everyone, welcome. To back my channel, please subscribe now. Sister Wives star Meri Brown opened up about the current state of her post-divorce relationship with ex-husband Kody Brown. I mean, ours was a roller coaster marriage from the beginning, Meri said of the pair's marriage. The former couple split for good 8 years after getting a legal divorce in 2014, the same year Kody married his now-wife Robyn Brown. Meri Brown is opening up about her relationship with ex-husband Kody Brown after their divorce. During an appearance on the I Do Part 2 podcast, the Sister Wives star, 54, admitted the former couple had planned to stay together despite Kody, 56, legally marrying Robyn Brown that same year. Meri and Kody went on to announce their split 8 years later, and she eventually terminated their marriage through their church. We talked about it, and our plan and our intention was that spiritual aspect of the marriage was going to continue, she said. I mean, that was the plan. And we did. We continued that for a while, till a couple years ago. When asked how the plan went off the rails, the Clack Live star shared, I think that Kody and I just had some issues like many marriages do. You just have issues, and are you going to work through them, or are you going to not? He and I were already having some of those issues, she added. I mean, ours was a roller coaster marriage from the beginning. Noting that the pair had high highs and low lows, she said, I've got so many good memories, but there's also not so good memories. And I think that's normal. And I think it just came down to the fact that both of us weren't willing to work on it. And if you're not both willing to work on it, it's not gonna work. Later in the episode, the reality star also addressed where she and Kody stand today, sharing that the pair still have a very roller coaster relationship. I wish him the best. He's very charismatic, she said. I think that there's things that I wish he would improve, but that's just my perspective. And I'm sure he thinks that there's things in me that could improve, and this is why we're split, right? But I don't think he's a bad person, she continued. I think that our values just don't align. And when we try to push those on each other, that's when we have conflict. And so we will literally, within the same week, we yelled at each other and we told each other, leave me the F alone. Then we hugged each other. It's like, I don't wish you any ill will. Just leave me the F alone. Meri also discussed how she and Kody have changed over the years. She explained, I think that it would be foolish for either of us to say that we haven't changed in some way, shape, or form, because that is the point of life, is to change. The point is to improve, and I hope that we can always improve, she added. And I'm also not going to put any judgment on him. And also, there are things that I think that he did better in his younger years than he does now. When asked what he did better when he was younger, she responded, parenting. Parenting is a big one. The way that he parents breaks my heart. It really does. He's got children who need him and want to have a relationship with him. And he's not putting in the effort. I can't say he's not, but I don't see effort being put in where some of his kids really need it. And knowing him as a young dad, he was all about his kids, and they were his world. And so it's really sad to see the challenges that he and his kids are going through right now. On an episode of Sister Wives in January, Kody spoke about his estrangement from some of his adult kids following the demise of his marriages to Meri, Janelle Brown, and Christine Brown. He only remains married to Robyn. But my children will always be my children, and the door will always be open to them, he said at the time. They've got to come through that door. I'm going to be holding a hand out for that, but I'm going to be holding this hand that's next to me, and I won't let go of that hand. I will not cut off Robyn to have a relationship with my children, added Kody. The comment came after he and Robyn got into an intense argument about Kody's lack of presence in his kids' lives earlier in the season. Some people think that parental-child relationships shouldn't have to be reciprocal, but when they're adults, yeah, they do, he said, referring to his older children. I'm not going to reach out forever. I'm willing to make the effort, but somebody else is going to have to be on the other end of that and make some effort too, he added. I'm not going to camp out on somebody's doorstep.